If I had to plan my finances from scratch as a high-income earning professional in my 30s or 40s, knowing what I know now after helping over hundreds of Henrys build real wealth, I would do things completely differently than most people. Because here's the thing. I've worked with clinic owners, dentists, physicians, and real estate professionals who are making over $200,000, $300,000, or even more than $500,000 per year, but they're still living paycheck to paycheck, stressed about money and wondering why they can't seem to build the wealth they thought would come automatically with their high income. And in every single case, they were making the same critical financial mistake that keep high earners trapped in the rich income, poor wealth cycle. So if you're a high income professional who feels like you should be further ahead financially than you are right now, then keep watching, because I'm about to walk you through exactly how I would build a financial plan from day one to actually create lasting wealth, not just high income. I'm going to share with you 6 steps that I use with my clients to help them build wealth. And this is something you can learn for yourself if you'd like to build your own financial plan. I'm also going to give you a bonus tip at the end, so make sure you stay until the end of the video. So the first step is know what you want. Define your values and goal in life. Referring to Simon Sinek's Start With Why. It is important that you know why are you saving. You see, money is a tool that helps you live the life that you wanted. So knowing what's most important to you in life will help you align your money to your life. What you can do is go through a value exercise. There are many tools online you can use to help you determine what are your top values. I help my client identify their top 5 values and explore further. Why are these values important to them? What does it mean to them? And what are some experience they have with money that aligns with the value and don't align with their value? By going through this exercise, this is going to help you put a compass in your financial life, knowing that the direction that you're going to really create the life that you wanted. Step number 2, once you know what's important to you, you want to get crystal clear on your actual financial numbers. Most people that I work with stay poor because they don't have a clear understanding and control of their cash flows. Well, if you don't track it, you can't determine how much you can actually save. So for most people, they will just spend when they have money, they don't really think about it, and eventually a lot of time the decision or the thing they buy didn't really bring them wealth, but bring them debt. So you can use tools like Monarch Money, You Know a Budget, or simply use Excel to track your money. I use Monarch Money with my clients to help them track their savings, and most of my clients who have gone through the exercise get really clear and they say, wow, I have never been so clear about how much money is coming in, how much money is going out. Now I can actually plan for it. The hardest step is really to get started, but these tools really make these account connections much easier for you, and you can really visualize your spending patterns. Third step, build the right emergency fund for high income volatility. So having an emergency fund will provide you with a peace of mind and also allow your other investments to grow without interruptions. It doesn't really make sense when you don't have an emergency fund and all your investment is in high fluctuating stock or investments, because when emergency comes, you might need to sell some of your investment to pay for that expense. If you are forced to sell to pay for the expense, how can you be sure it is the best time to sell? What if the market is losing money? Do you want to sell at a loss? Well, if you don't have an emergency fund, you actually don't get a choice. So it is important for you to determine what does that emergency fund look like to you in your situation. What I do to help my client identify that is figure out their monthly expenses first. If you master step number 2, then you clearly know how much you will be spending each month. Then you will multiply it by 3, 6, or 12 months depending on your comfort level. Let's use 6 months as an example. This is the amount that you want to set aside in high interest savings account to prepare for any unplanned expenses. If you have a high risk tolerance, you can perhaps obtain a line of credit, hopefully a lower interest rate line of credit, as a source of your emergency funding. So for example, if your monthly expense is $5,000 a month, then multiply it by 6, you want to set aside $30,000 as an emergency source that you can tap into at any time without worrying about market volatility. Now, step number 4, you want to protect your wealth building machine. Your investment portfolio, your asset, is something that will help you live the best life that you wanted. But many people that I work with ignore the importance of playing defense on your finances. Without proper risk management, your plan does not really have a solid foundation. What if you lose your income? What if a financial crisis hit? So what if you lose your income? Not just because of health reasons, but also because of economic changes. Do you have proper risk management tool in place? One of them was emergency fund we just referred to, but if it's health related, you want to ensure you have proper income insurance coverage. So in case if you get critically ill or disabled, you want to make sure your income is uninterrupted so you can continue to stay on your savings plan. You might also want to check with your employer because a lot of them do offer group benefit that comes with some income protection insurance, and you want to review it to make sure it is adequate for your situation. This is a very important part of your financial plan, as in case something happens, you can ensure you don't dip into your savings, don't dip into your investment, and ensure your saving can continue to grow as much as possible even during crisis. Now, step number 5, you want to optimize taxes before you invest a single dollar. Once you figure out the first 4 steps, then you can decide which account you want to invest in first. Taxes will be one of the biggest drain to your wealth. So ensuring you invest within a tax-efficient account will help you save tons of money. For example, there are RRSPs, TFSAs, FHSAs, first home savings account. And if you're a first-time home buyer, you want to prioritize using FHSA and RRSP first. The government allows you to withdraw from both of these accounts tax-free for a down payment for your first home. Not only that, when you first invest into this account, it gives you a big tax break. Now, if you're saving for the long term, you don't qualify for first home savings account or as a first-time home buyer, then you can use an RRSP or TFSA. You want to prioritize maximizing these 2 accounts first before investing in a taxable account. And you might ask, which one is more beneficial for me right now? That depends on your current income level and your projected retirement income level. If you are in a higher income situation right now and in retirement you expect to have a lower income, then you can prioritize using RRSP first. On the flip side, if you are in a lower income situation right now and because you are a very good saver, you expect to have a higher income in retirement, then TFSA might be a better tool for you. If you have a similar income now and in retirement, then honestly, it doesn't really matter tax-wise. And if you are still confused about which account to use, you want to talk to either a tax professional or financial planner to help you figure that out. Create a savings system that works with your busy schedule. As a high income earning professional, you are likely very busy. You are busy with your family, you're busy with your work, and finance is the last thing you want to worry about. So you want to create a system that is as seamless for you as possible. You want to automate everything as much as possible. For example, first of all, you want to open an account with a discount brokerage or a financial institution that allow you to implement automatic withdrawal. So you can automate your savings. If you get paid bi-weekly, start with bi-weekly deductions. If you get paid monthly, start with monthly deductions. And once you set it, you want to let it run and you basically forget about it. It's going to deduct from your bank account automatically on a set date, and it's going to invest it for you on that set date as well automatically, so you don't have to think about it. If you work in a company and your company offers you a group RRSP or pension, you don't want to forget to participate in it because they often have matching contributions that will help you accelerate your savings. Now last, I'm going to give you a bonus tip. The bonus tip is control your emotions. Other than taxes, the largest impact to your wealth building journey will be your emotions. Panic selling, FOMO, buy high, sell low, chasing after meme stocks, meme coins will often lead to costly financial mistakes. You want to avoid it at all costs and remind yourself from time to time, what's most important to me? Will this financial move get me closer or further away from my goal? Is the risk worth it? Remember, it takes years to build wealth, but it can take minutes or even seconds to lose them if you're not careful with it. So definitely be wise with your emotions when it comes to your money. But hey, money is emotional because it is tied to your dreams, your desires, and your wants. And you want to make sure it's there for you when you're ready to enjoy it. So that's exactly how I would plan my finances if I had to start over as a high income professional. Now you could take everything I just shared and try to implement this comprehensive approach yourself. But here's the reality. Most high income professionals are already stretched thin with demanding careers and families and other obligations, your hobbies as well. So try to become a financial planning expert on top of everything else is exactly why so many never build the wealth their income would provide. You will spend months researching tax strategies, investing options, and insurance while missing opportunities to optimize what you already have and really simply enjoy your free time. So if you want to skip the learning curve and get a comprehensive financial plan design or having a professional to give you a guided support and approach specific for your situation as high income professional, then visit my website to request a consultation. We'll analyze your current financial situation, identify the biggest opportunity for optimization, and show you exactly how to coordinate all the pieces into a wealth building plan that actually works for your busy lifestyle. The consultation will give you a complete clarity on where you stand and what steps to take, and whether you work with me or not, whether you decide to continue to work with me or handle it yourself. So visit the link in the description to request your consultation, and let's turn your paycheck into generational wealth.